ideal gas law problem with changing conditions, and there's also reaction occurring, so we're changing the number of moles of gas. We start with the ideal gas law equation for non-static conditions. We note that we're in a tank, so V1 equals V2, and we're going to solve this expression for P2. All right, that done, we turn to write in our balanced chemical equation. We're told our reactions are N2 and H2, and our product gas is ammonia, NH3. All right, we now have our balanced chemical equation. We can make our BCA table. Again, BCA is for before the reaction occurs, the change during the reaction, and after the reaction. Our limiting reagent here is N2. We're going to lose all of our N2, so we don't have any left. We're going to lose 3 times that much of our H2. We can tell that because of our coefficients. For every mole of N2 that's consumed, we consume 3 moles of our H2. Looking at our products, we don't start with any product, and we see for every mole of N2 that we lose, we're going to gain 2 moles of NH3. To find the amount that exists after solution, we add the first 2 lines together, the before and the change. So by design, our limiting reagent has 0. 4 minus 3 gives us 1 mole of H2 left, and we see we've generated 2 moles of N2 gas. N1 is the moles of gas at the beginning of the reaction. So it's 1 plus 4, or 5 moles. At the end of the reaction, we have 1 plus 2, 3 moles of gas. So now we can substitute in our values down here. We carefully go back to our question statement and make sure we keep our 1's and 2's straight. Chunk out our number, check sig figs. We're limited to 2 sig figs, and we have our final answer.